morning. Welcome to What's Up at the Library. I am Theri Ray. I am the Deputy Director of Library Services. This is my friend Margo. She is the Adult Programming and Services Coordinator. And let's talk about what's happening at the library. I'm so excited about all this stuff. I do this a lot. I'm going to try really hard not to do that. But there's a lot of fun stuff happening at the library. So story times. Have you heard the story times?
Oh my goodness, they are so fun.
They are so much fun. Singing, laughing, reading stories, doing crafts. Those are Tuesday and Wednesday mornings at the library, right on the library floor.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. It's a great time. It's super fun. But even though kids are super important at the library, they are not the only people that we do programming for. So I'm so glad that you're joining us so that we can talk about some of the really cool stuff happening for adults, because there's really cool stuff.
There is, and I'm really happy to be here. Each month we're layering in more and more programming, and one thing I'm very excited about is our health literacy grant.
Oh yes, the health. So we just got this very large health literacy grant. And one of the things that I think that we do in the library world and in most fields is we have sort of our own lexicon, these words that we use. And sometimes I think that we're not super good at explaining what those things are.
Sure.
So like when we talk about health literacy, does that mean just reading about health stuff?
No. That means the extent to which individuals are able to find, understand, and use information and services that have to do with health-related decisions.
Okay, all right, so
Does that make sense?
Yes, I mean, it makes sense to me. So I hope that it makes sense to others, because literacy is about being able to find and use information. So there's all kinds of literacies in the library world. We talk about technological literacies and computer literacies and literacy, although we never say it like that, we just say literacy. But it's all about figuring out how you find and use information to benefit your life, which is like what the library is about. How do we provide the information that helps people, like get what they need so that they can improve their own situation as they see fit.
Exactly.
So that's one of the things I think is super important, is it's not me telling you, here's what you should do this. It's people being able to say, I'm interested in learning more about this thing. Where do I find that information? And then we help people find the information that they're looking for so that they can do the things that they want to do.
Exactly. And it is really important in your health. I mean, according to, I believe it was the Department of Human Services, only about 12% of people in the United States have sufficient health literacy.
Wow.
That means, 88% of people need help.
Yes. And I love to be able to say, it's okay to say, I am lacking information. And that's one of the important things about literacy, is knowing that I need more information. And it's amazing to me, as I've sort of done my own health literacy exploration, the things I didn't know that I didn't know. So it's like, I remember people saying, well, you need to eat better. Well, what does that mean? At one time it was, you really need to reduce your sodium. Well, I never cooked with salt, but I was making a lot of hamburger helper. A lot of sodium in hamburger helper. A lot of sodium. So what are we doing for health literacy?
Okay, so we will be having programs through, say, about the next 10 months or so that have to do with health literacy. One thing that we are doing this month in October is Yoga for Everyone.
Yes, I love
Yes, this is a yoga that is designed to help with balance, and it will help, because that will help prevent falls.
Yes.
It will also help promote confidence. The exercises that we do in this class can be done seated, standing and holding a chair for balance, or freestanding.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's really appropriate for all ages, all abilities. Anyone can come, and that is going to be in October, Thursdays at 10 o'clock. we have yoga mats, or folks can bring their own.
Oh, fantastic. And so if I haven't done yoga for a long time, or maybe ever, I can come to this class and there's not going to be any concern about you haven't done this enough, you don't know what you're doing. We're going to help people walk right through it, and it's going to be great and for all levels. And
Exactly.
all right,
Exactly.
fantastic. I love
Yes.
that. I love that. I'm so excited. What else do we have? The yoga.
Let's see. Well, we are adding in some digital literacy, some computer literacy.
Yay!
Yes.
Yes.
We are going to be doing an introduction to Google Docs.
Fantastic. Google Docs is a word processor, so and for a lot of people it has sort of replaced Microsoft Word. One, because it is incredibly inexpensive, because Google Docs is free.
Yes, it is.
And everybody can use Google Docs. And there's all kinds of great features with Google Docs, like you can write a document and then share it with me, and then we can collaborate even if we're not in the same room.
Right. Yeah, there are a lot of benefits to using Google Docs. And I really just got familiar with it in the last couple of years or so. But I'm finding it actually more useful than Word in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I mean, especially for things like being able to share. The fact that I can start a Google Docs document at work and then go home and keep working on it if I choose to do so.
Right, it's so portable. You can use your desktop computer at work, then you can go home and use your laptop. I actually used my phone recently when I was on a plane. So you can go into your airplane mode and still create documents. And as soon as you are in Wi-Fi, then it all syncs right back up.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah.
And we're going to have Chromebooks available, so people won't even need to bring their own computer.
Correct.
They can just come and sit down and use our Chromebooks, and we'll walk them through how to use Google Docs.
Yep.
Fantastic.
It's going to be great.
Are we going to continue that after we get done with Google Docs? Or are we going to do?
I think we'll move on, and I think we may do some resume writing. We may do Google Sheets. You know, it kind of depends on what people want. And that's something that's real important is I need to know what classes people want and when they want to have them.
Yes.
So it really helps if you will let us know. You can call the library. At the entrance to the library, we have comment cards.
Yes, the comment cards. And the comment cards are good for, I would like this program. They're also good for, wow, I really enjoyed this thing, this interaction. It was whether it was a program or working with somebody at the library. It can also, as the deputy director, if something happens at the library that you're not super happy with, you could fill out that card and then I will know about it and be able to work to solve those problems as well. So the comment cards are super great for all kinds of correspondence, and people don't have to leave their names.
Right.
They could, if somebody wanted me to contact them back, if you leave contact information, I will do that. But it can be in a way to anonymously say, hey, I really liked this, or hey, you could do better at this thing. So either way, I love the comment cards. I love getting comment cards. So.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, you know, as librarian professionals, we are pretty good, but we can't read minds.
No.
That's one thing they don't teach us is
They don't.
how to read
No,
minds.
and there was this whole master's program, and at no point was there a discussion of, here's how you read your patrons' minds.
All right, so just tell us what you want.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want. We will do our best. So we are also going to have stargazing at Crossland Park.
Because the moon gazing that we did was super cool and super popular, so I'm glad that we're continuing. We're
Absolutely.
gonna be at Crossland Park.
Crossland Park, 8 o'clock on Friday, October 15th. And Joe Malin is going to help us out with that.
He's super good.
He is. And I looked up today to see what planets we're going to see. And it looks like we're going to should be able to spot Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, and some star constellations.
Oh, cool. I'm
it should be
super
fun.
excited about this.
Yeah.
And we're going to have telescopes, and folks can come out and look, and Joe will be around to help show what's what. That's great. I love those community partners that come in and help us do things. I feel like I know a lot of stuff, but one of the things that I know is there's a lot of stuff I don't know. So like our chess club, we're getting together at the chess club, and we have found someone from Vance Air Force Base who's going to come and help us learn how to play chess better, because I know how to set up the pieces and I know how they move, but I could use some more instruction on that. So, so yeah, that's going to be great. Those are Wednesday afternoons on the library floor.
Perfect.
So,
Yes, I think from the second floor where my office is, I hear the click of chess pieces moving on the board, and I'm like, oh, must be chess club.
yep, and we have the little timers, and all I know is that there's timers. I've seen this like in movies or like watching competitive chess, so I don't yet know exactly how those timers are supposed to be set up, but we have the timer so you can click when it's your, yeah, that's super fun. I'm so excited about it and learning new things.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, so what is this? Tell me about this guy. I'm excited about this guy.
This little garden gnome. We had so much interest in our spring garden gnome capers, I guess, that we did.
Fun.
And I ran out of garden gnomes for people to paint, and so I promised I would do my best. Well, as you can see, they're a little bit smaller than we had before.
This is perfect size, like for my desk.
Exactly.
Or for my potted plants.
For your potted plants would be perfect. And we are going to have a gnome painting party on October 19th at 5:30. We have a somewhat limited supply, so we would ask that folks call the library to register for that.
Fantastic. Is there a way to register online, or is coming in calling the best way to do that?
Probably calling or coming in would be the best way for that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
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 Fantastic.
So we also, you see, we have some hocus pocus going on here. One of
Hocus pocus.
my favorite Halloween movies. I love those Sanderson sisters.
Yes.
So we're going to show that the Friday of fall break.
Yeah.
So that's also on the 15th.
So much.
Same day as stargazing. It's going to be a busy day.
So we're going to watch Hocus Pocus, and then we can go gaze at the stars.
Yeah. It's going to be great. We can look for the witches flying across the
I
sky.
wonder if we'll see them.
Won't that be fun?
That would be fun.
So we have a book club.
We have a book club.
We have a book club. It's called the Second Tuesday Book Club, and it meets on
The second Tuesday of every
each
month.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Fantastic. It's clever.
We read a wide variety of books, and I'm really excited about this month's topic, which is The Kitchen Front by Jennifer Ryan.
You have little markers in your book.
Because it's a library book and I can't
You can't write it.
highlight, but there are so many amazing passages that I want to share in the book club. This takes place in Great Britain during World War II.
Okay.
They're about 2 years into the war. Rationing is very hard on everyone. So the Ministry of Food decides that they're going to beef up their cooking shows on the radio. They invite 4 women to compete for a chance to be on a cooking show.
Like the original Top Chef
Yeah.
sort of thing. Like,
Yeah. To show people how to cook within their ration. And it's just basically the story of these 4 women. For each of them, winning the prize would completely change their lives for the better.
Oh, wow.
And so you're rooting for all of them. But can they all win?
No, you can't all win.
It's such a good book, and I learned an awful lot about it. I did not realize that rationing went on for like 12 years or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
It didn't end until the 50s in Great Britain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's, yeah. Are there recipes in the book?
There are recipes. There are.
There's some, I mean, I've seen some really interesting recipes from, you know, like the Depression era and food rationings, and you know, like how do you make a cake when sugar is in short supply?
Right, and it's very interesting as they try to come up with, I think there's 3 or 4 rounds, you know, there's the starter, there's a main course. How do you do that within your rations, and how do you make Spam delicious? Or
I know that there are some people who love Spam. I don't know how you make Spam delicious.
Well, Spam was not rationed at this time. You had to use your extra points to get it. And it was not universally loved. but it was protein, and it had fat in the can, and fat was in very short supply. So it was very interesting to see what kinds of fat they used in baking, because baking's all about chemistry.
Yes.
And you have to have fat, and it was kind of like, well, you're going to render that and use that fat in your baking, and then how do you cover up that taste?
Yes.
With other,
Yes.
it's very interesting.
It sounds super
It
cool.
really is.
I'm super excited about it. We have lots of stuff at the library, including books, and so I have to shamelessly plug this book right here.
Yes.
This is the 2020 Halloween Story Anthology. This was written by children and teens in Garfield County, and we're doing another one this year. I'm super excited about it. So the rules are pretty simple. 2,500 words or less, so it's a short story. The writer has to be in 12th grade or under. So I didn't want to say teens, because you could be 18, so technically at 18 you're an adult, but if you're still in high school, you're still eligible. You also don't have to be in school. Little kids can write or draw pictures. We have some beautiful little pictures that kids drew for us last year. And so we're going to put together another book. So I want to make sure that everybody knows about the scary story. And scary story depends on who you are and what you find scary. So yes, I love this. We're going to do some more of these. So write with us. If you're looking for more information, pop by the library. We have a station set up if kids are looking for what do I write about. So we have some writing prompts and some how do you put the story together, and it's super exciting.
It is very exciting. I've heard a lot of very excited young people
Yay.
talking about what they're going to write, and to have their work, published in a book is such an accomplishment.
It's cool, right?
It is.
And so that's one of the other things that I love that we get to do at the library. Everybody who writes for this book gets a copy of the book. That's one of the things that we do as the library is we're going to publish it in a book, it's an actual factual book, pages, binding, and all the kids who write in it get a copy of their very own.
And they can purchase additional copies.
Right, additional
for
copies.
Grandparents,
Right,
parents.
and we do that. We set it up so that it can be purchased through Amazon at the cost of printing the book. So nobody's making any money. This isn't a fundraiser. We're doing, this one sells for, I believe, $3.58.
Wow.
Right?
I need one.
Right? So, so those are available on Amazon. I believe at the writers event that we have coming up in December.
Yes.
The Teen Writers Club will have books available for sale that they have written or have written in, like this one. So that's super exciting. I'm super excited to see young people exploring their own creativity and practicing these skills like writing and putting things together, and how do you put together a book. So it's super cool to see that.
It is.
We got lots of super cool stuff going on at the library.
I know. So at the end of the day, when you go home, are you tired?
I am. I'm tired, but I'm also energized and excited.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that I love about the library and being at the library is even though it's been a long day and you've put in plenty of steps and your Fitbit is counting off for you, but you go home and you're super excited. And when I come in every morning, I'm super excited about, hey, we're going to do this great stuff at the library. We have school visits coming up. I'm super excited. And we can do more of those. So if teachers want to use coming to the library as a reward for a reading goal or whatever, we are excited to do that. That's super cool. We're also going to do trick-or-treating as we have done in the past.
I love trick-or-treating at the library. I love to see all the cute little kids.
Yes, so there is a CDSA car parade this year like there was last year, but on the Friday before Halloween, we're doing a Halloween event where we will have the kids can come dressed up, and we will trick or treat through the library, and we're going to do a Halloween parade around the library. So folks can come out and sit on our lawn. And if we have volunteers who want to be a candy station along the lawn, we will provide the candy and the bucket. So you just sit out there and encourage kids to have fun and walk around the library and celebrate kids. And it's a great way to be active and be part of the community and build community, which is what libraries are all about.
Absolutely. Great.
It's going to be a great month at the library. We're so excited. There's citizenship classes. There's English as a second language. We're going to be doing some Marshallese cultural training, not training, teaching.
Teaching, yes.
Theri Mote is coming.
Theri Mote is going to come, and he is going to tell us a little bit about the Marshall Islands history and culture, about, there's going to be some back history because, that all informs what happens.
Sure, we are a product of what happened before us.
But he'll also be talking about how the Republic of Marshall Islands came to be and the Republic's relationship with the United States.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
So I think that'll be a really good series. That's going to be a monthly series at the library.
Good.
So, yeah.
Super fun.
So there is a lot going on, and I know that you brought a calendar with you.
I did. I brought a calendar. These are available at the library. There's also online.
Yep.
There's an interactive one where if something changes, we update it, and you can always find those online. What do you have here?
So we also have a newsletter that goes out each month by email, and it is all about adult events, activities, and just other information. We also have hard copies of this at the library that people can pick up. It is also available on our website, so you can either view it or print it from the website.
Fantastic. If somebody wanted to receive this by email, how would they go about getting on that list that you send out?
Okay, so they could email me, which is mholmes@enid.org, and I will put them on the list. Or they could message the library through Facebook.
Okay.
With their email address and their name, and I can get the information that way.
Fantastic. It's great. I thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
This is great. We love being able to come here and tell folks about what's happening at the library. We love it when you come into the library and chat with us. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yep.
Have a great day, week. Yeah.
Yep. Hope to see you at the library soon.
Absolutely.